What's going on, everybody? Rob here. This is big gap filler. I know I'm using my front camera, so it's backwards. Big gap filler, great stuff. Those are my ledgers. I've been insulating my basement. I know a lot of you know about it. Check this out. 62 degrees. It's not minus 40. To 62 degrees. I had this right here up in my ledger where the electric goes into the ledger. It was 62 degrees, right? So I had this up between my rafters in the center of the house right here. And you can believe me when I say it was 72 degrees. So it was 72 degrees on the inside beam and 62 degrees on my ledger wall. So if you follow my channel, I insulated part of the basement just with Pink Panther. It's loosely insulated. It's actually glued in with construction glue all the way around this. And then I just put house wrap, right? This side doesn't have it. This side is above ground down to about here, then this is below ground. There's a 10 degrees difference. 10 degrees difference from this to this right here. But spray foamed in all the ledgers right there. So my theory is, not my theory, I guess my theory and my working theory is, I didn't like the insulated basement during the summer, okay? So the summer, our basement's normally always cooler. Like I didn't finish this wall yet. This is always cooler, and in the winter it's colder. Ha ha ha. But either way it goes, down here is below ground, so it maintains 55 degrees. So in the summer, in the basement, it is cooler. It's nice and cool down here when you come downstairs. But with it insulated now, it was hotter. It was 80 degrees down in the basement with the insulation around it, and I had to run a dehumidifier constantly. But this is about ledgers. But instead of using the spray foam like that in the big gap filler, that's the cans of big gap filler right here, I went ahead and I wound up bought bat insulation. See back there? I bought some faced bat insulation because I feel with this right here is very tight sealed and everything. And I spray I always spray every 6 months the insect killer and everything all the way around the perimeter for ants, carpenter ants, and all that. But I don't think it gives it enough room to breathe in the bricks and everything. And you know, a bat insulation, you put it up, you fluff it, you staple it, but there's still some breathing room back there. So what I'm going to do is take out all the rest of the insulation from the side of the walls in the springtime. In the springtime, I'm not going back and forth, back and forth. So in the wintertime, it will be cooler down here. But with the bat insulation, I'm going to insulate all the ledgers. Like I got R13 because it is inside. So I'm going to insulate all the ledgers, staple it to here, and push it up as far as I can. Then staple it underneath here. So I can hold some of that heat in, because from this ledger right here to the center right here, it's a 10 degrees drop, and that's because it's 40 degrees out here. So when it drops down to the 0 degrees, that's going to be a biggest difference. And my thing is, these are my floors to my upstairs, so I want these warmer. So I was talking to a building inspector, and he was just saying about, instead of insulating his whole basement walls, he did the ledgers, because like I said, I started to go all around and do my basement walls, and to do that, it's going to cost me more money in the long run, because now I'm going to have to run an air conditioner down here and a dehumidifier down here, where all the times I lived here, I never had to run a dehumidifier down here. I never had to run an air conditioner down here. So we got 3 major winter months, and it hasn't been that bad at all. I'm 72 degrees down here right now, but it hasn't been that bad at all in the winter times. But I'd rather have it a little bit chillier down here, as long as I can have the heat in between the rafters, which the sealing the ledgers is going to do. So I'll fill you in on part 2 when I go ahead and start stapling in the bat insulation. Talk to you later. Subscribe, like, and share.